Hello and welcome. Today I give you a warm welcome to Gemini Space's live stream live at Vandenberg Air Force Base. Today we'll be launching our Motor launcher. The pad has been passing through some major changes, along with the pad and other ground equipment, as you can see on your screen. Not only that, but with some exciting news here from Gemini Space, we have a new aerial support vehicle for our recovery operations. This vehicle is called the Skywatcher. It's a UAV, unmanned aerial vehicle, which will help in recovery with a better radar, telemetry, and visual. However, our other pad on Malek Island will not have this vehicle, and instead will be using a small UAV helicopter. Motor is our most small and reliable rocket, and today is another flight with the recovery system installed. Then continuing to look good, we're about 8 minutes and 32 seconds away from launch of our motor launcher today. Ground teams are continually going to the pad and inspecting the rocket just to make sure everything will go well. Everything continuing to look good in our countdown. The LCC reports that they are go for launch, the Launch Control Center. So let's go ahead and talk about the payload today that we're launching. We're going to be launching 7 NCOM-Es into space. Some little information about this. NCOM-E is a satellite of the small GPS constellation. Once staging is done, we will go after the booster, catch it, and bring it back to land once payload is deployed, of course. Now, Motor, of course, is our two-stage liquid-fueled rocket with the intent of launching small satellites into a low Earth orbit. It is cheap and one of our most reliable launch vehicles ever made. And we already passed the 8-minute mark. My bad, of course. We're now at 7 minutes and 13 seconds. Of course, today's mission name is going to be something fantastic. Of course, our mission name for today is "Take a left, wait, no, go to space." Here at Gemini Space, we're not afraid to make some spectacular mission names, of course. So it has a bit of meaning, of course. So yeah. 6 minutes and 45. The strong back tower, which is right behind the rocket, will be moved away from the rocket. This is only a few degrees, of course, not much. This is because once we roll out the rocket and it's on the launch pad, we don't want the whole back arm flying with it. And there we go. A strong back is retracted. Hey. We're 5 minutes away from today's launch. Of course, today, if the LCCs call a hold, which is basically a temporary scrub until it goes into a permanent scrub, our launch window today is actually instantaneous, so we don't have a lot of time for a launch like some spacecrafts that have 10 minutes to launch. We have at least half a second to launch, and if we don't launch within that time, we won't be able to go up today. So if we don't go up today, we have a backup window tomorrow, or we have a backup window on Friday.
Alex Venting has started.
And you just heard the LCC's call out. The LOX venting has started. The liquid oxygen inside the rocket is now beginning to vent. This is because we're chilling that liquid oxygen to extreme cold temperatures. We're 3 minutes and 50 seconds away from launch now. Here at about T-minus 40 seconds, you'll hear our launch director say LDE, go for launch. That'll be a fantastic call out, of course, from our launch director. This is just confirming that we are officially go for launch. And we're now 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go. It is a beautiful morning here in the southern area of California, here at the Vandenberg Air Force Base. Everything continuing to look good today, of course, in terms of weather and range. Our range operators report that we are go for launch in terms of range. The go no go poll will of course be on the webcast today. And 2 minutes 30 seconds to go. We're getting closer and closer, second by second, minute by minute, to today's launch.
Ground systems have determined a great weather for launch, proceeding with the go no poll on T-minus 1 minute.
Great to hear. Ground systems are go. Now we're going to be proceeding with that go no go poll I talked about already. Go no go poll will be ending like 1 minute, pretty much. It should be ending a little bit after or a little bit later. It depends if we have on the response time per launch control operator.
Weather is go. Staging has been given a go from the people at the LCC. Booster recovery has been given a go for the people who are at the recovery monitoring operations. Launch has been given a go. Tower tracking has been given a go. Communications have been given a go. Fairing separation has been given a go. Payload has been given a go. And hold. Temporary hold.
Oh, seems like we had a hold on the countdown net. And we've had a hold at this time, T-minus 34 seconds. Is there anybody for what the issue is right now? And we're now holding today at T-minus 34 seconds. We're standing by if we're going to continue today's countdown.
Small error was detected in the booster separation systems. The error has been fixed and we have been given a go to continue the launch. Satellite systems are currently nominal. We have no other problems remaining. I'll pass off to the commentator, Lobster Jam. LCC signing off.
Perfect. You found a issue today. The reason why, of course, we do the countdown is so that we can find any issues in before we launch. So that's, of course, why we have a countdown. But we're out of that hold. We're standing by for the LD to say one last call.
Launch has been given a go. We are go for started. LD, go for launch.
LD, go for launch. There we go. That is what we want to hear today. And we're now T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, ignition, and liftoff. Motor expanding the bay for private spaceflight, making it cheap, reliable, and efficient. And we have cleared the tower successfully from Vandenberg Air Force Base in Southern California. Everything continuing to look good at this time.
Vehicle is passing through max Q.
And we're now passing through maximum aerodynamic pressure. If you've never heard of that term before, this is the most amount of stress on the vehicle. Aerodynamic stress, of course. We'll be throttling down that engine to only 83%, and 20 seconds after max Q, we'll be throttling it back up to 100%.
Engine now floating up to 100%. Good pressure on the vehicle. Pressure remains nominal.
Standing by for our staging event. There
Main
we
engine
go.
cutoff staging.
There's me go. Stage
State
separation confirmed.
separation.
There's stage separation confirmed. That's stage one
beginning stage hitch kick.
And that's stage 1 now beginning its flight back. Stage 2 continuing with its flight into orbit. Satellite heaters have been activated and satellite G systems have been activated. We're standing by for fairing, aka shell separation.
Shells have been separated, both are separating successfully, no interruptions.
Perfect. A good fairing separation. You can see now all of the NCOM satellites beautifully stacked on the payload assembly. So that will continue its flight into orbit.
All CubeSat dispensers have reported a successful flight resistance test, which is done midway through the mission. Stage 1 has re-entered the Earth's atmosphere, is now passing through the re-entry heat.
And parachute deployed on that stage 1. Now gonna begin its coast down for a beautiful splashdown off the coast of Vandenberg Air Force Base.
The chute has opened nicely. LD and DLCC has confirmed that everything is going nicely. Recovery boats will be dispatched once the call out is given.
That is the call we like to hear. Of course, at payload deployment, commentary will be ending, and the webcast will continue to be live, but and we'll be showing our recovery operations on our first stage. So we're standing by for that payload deployment.
First burn complete, we will now coast. Engines off.
And we'll be entering a 40-second coast period now. We're still actually suborbital, so if we continue to not burn after this, we'll be re-entering the Earth's atmosphere. So that is why we're going to go to apogee and start a circularization burn. Our payload customer today would like us to not share the orbit information of what orbit we'll be going into and etc. So we will not be doing that as per the customer request. And we're 4 minutes and 10 seconds now. We're standing by for that engine ignition coming up in approximately 5 to 10 seconds.
Engine burn is starting any time from now on.
And they've given the command for the engine to begin. And there we go. There is that second engine start too. Beautiful. And now this is going to be a short burn, about 2 minutes long, and then we should have a nice payload deployment.
Mobius 1, recovery ship from the Vandenberg Air Force Base facility has been dispatched and it's on its way to recover the booster at the moment.
Recovery is underway, as you heard. Once commentary ends, of course, we'll still continue to hear the LCC and LD and other operators. And we're plus 5 minutes now. We're just about 20 seconds away from the ending of this burn.
Burn is continuing. The burn is continuing nominally. LCC indicates that the burn will stop at T plus 6 minutes.
And it seems like our burn has been extended. That is not a problem though, that happens often. It seems like we've, the 20-second range I said is not, we won't be able to circularize in that amount of time, so we'll just be extending our time to 6 minutes for our second Chico 2. That's only in about 15 seconds, so we're getting really close. And 10 seconds away from that Chico.
LCC has given a time for the burn to stop. Any time from now on will be the time that the burn will stop.
There's Chico standing by for payload deployment.
Burn has stopped payload deployment anytime from now on.
Standing by from that call for payload deployment. That'll be coming up here shortly.
Payload deployment.
Payload deployment confirmed. Beautiful payload deployment today. Right on. Main systems on the satellites are now activated. We've had splashdown of our stage 1, multiple events, and that'll be wrapping it up here at from LC Kestrel in Vandenberg Air Force Base. We'd like to thank the FAA and the range safety operators and the entire Gemini Space team for getting ourselves ready to launch today. Thank you for joining us on our webcast today, but stay tuned for recovery operations and for some more callouts from our LCC. This is Gemini Space, commentator Amsterdam, signing out.